Hey there, Nopenguin here. No, this isn't Hartford. I did not go to Hartford. I did not leave the country. I live in Canada. And today we had a regionals. The first since before COVID happened, and oh, did I miss it. And I took DDD. DDD has been a deck I have loved for so long. Back when the structure deck came out, I brought this to the regionals then, and I'm bringing it now. You may be wondering why I'm not playing Penguins, and I don't want to pay for droplets and Barone. But today, I went top 16 in a 69 player event where they only got prizes in top 8. But top 16, baby! So yeah, I didn't do great, but I just wanted to go ahead and show you the deck, sort of go through my day and sort of how the tournament went. I may do a more in-depth profile of DDD, sort of, talk about more how they play, talk about replays, things like that, but that's not what this video is today. This is just going through the deck, explaining how I went, and having a little bit of fun. To start off our deck, we have our openers. We have 3 Copernicus, 3 Kepler, 3 Griffin. This card is such a fucking house. Holy shit. If this card is so insane. It does literally everything you could ever want from the deck, and I don't know what we would do without it. We play 2 Orthos because he is a level 4 tuner, and that really helps you go into Siegfried. Not to mention he's just an MST, so you don't have to deal with Mystic Mine. And the one-off Gilgamesh targets. We have Cerberus, Go DDD, Ragnarok, and Savin Thomas. Then we have Triple Swirl Slime, 1 Necro Slime, 1 Necro Slime but sucks, 1 Berfamut, 1 Lamia, and 3 Ash Blossom. Onto the spells, we have 1 1-for-1, 3 Piri-Res Map, 1 Upstart Goblin, 1 Call by the Grave, 3 Dark Contract with the Gate, 1 Dark Contract with the Swamp King, and 1 Dark Contract with Patent License. On the traps, we have triple Infib and 1 DDD Headhunt. Extra, we have the Dragstapelia, Big Genghis, Deark, 2 Small Genghis, 1 Siegfried, 2 Malchin X, this guy is, holy shit, I love this guy, Big Caesar, King Tell, Small Caesar, Double Azus, and Triple Abyss King Gilgamesh. You would play 4 if you could. Now here's something that I usually don't have, a side deck. For this event, I played triple Anti-Spell Fragrance, 1 Harpy's Feather Duster and 2 Cyclone, 2 Super Poly. Now, I was going to play 3, but I could not find my 3rd Super Poly, so I decided to play the Change of Heart. Change of Heart is kind of bad in this deck, because you really can't use the opponent's thing for like link plays or anything like that. 2 Godarla, triple Lancia, and the 1 Nopenguin, baby! Believe it or not, I've been putting Nopenguin in my side decks for years. Now, some people might say this clogs up my side deck and I shouldn't play it. Those people are wrong. But I had an absolute blast playing this deck. I made a few mistakes and that cost me my top, but I'm just glad to be playing Yu-Gi-Oh! In paper again. And here are the matchups that I played against. I'm going to go through each of the games here, starting with round 1 I played against Salad. Unfortunately, I did lose the die roll, so I had to play into multiple copies of Solemn Strike. I ended up losing the first game, and we went into time for game 2, but luckily I am playing DDD, so I was able to burn him before that happened. So I got out of this round with a tie. Then I played against ABC. Now, this was probably my favorite duel in the entire match. I ended up losing it because of a couple of dumb mistakes I had, but the duel was so good. We got all the way through all of our games without hitting time, and at one point in the duel, I was down to 100 life points. I did make one crucial misplay that made it so I didn't win the second game, but I'm not even mad about it. He was a great sport, it was an awesome duel, but this is probably what lost me my top. Then I played against Branded Despia, and I fucking 2-0'd them. He was trying to play the break the opponent's board game, and that just didn't work. I completely walled him out of the game. You do not let DDDs go first. Round 4, we faced Pendulum Babies. There's not much to say about this duel because we were both playing combo decks and I won the die roll. So when I went first, I won. When he went first, he Cypher-locked me. And then when I went first, I won. God, I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Round 5, another Salad player. And this one, I completely lost. Game 3, he had the dimensional barrier and I just could not play through it because he was able to come back with access code on the next turn. At this point, I had pretty much lost the tournament, but I was coping pretty hard on Twitter. Round 6, we had Adventure Phantom Knights. This was an easy 2-0. For a deck that people thought would be the best deck at the beginning of the last format, it was really easy to beat. And finally, our final round was versus Sky Striker. Coincidentally, the deck was very similar to the one that actually topped Hartford, and I fucking won this match! Which means I could have topped Hartford. Fight me. But in all seriousness, this match fucking sucked. They started off the game by just Mystic Mining me, but by the time he turned off his Mystic Mine, I had already drawn enough hand traps and interruption to stop him in his tracks. I had to deal with about 3 Teekboos over the 3 games, and DDDs just don't like Teekboo. I actually got into a situation where I had stolen one of their extra deck monsters, but since I already had a Fiend on field, I couldn't overlay it for the Machine X. So I attacked with my Machine X and was trying to go into AA Zeus so I could then use their monster for our Machine X, but the extra deck monsters in Skystriker are machines, so I couldn't even go into AA Zeus. This was a pretty frustrating duel, but I am happy I won. Fuck Mystic Mind. But that was the event. I wanted to do a little recap video like this just because I'm so excited to be doing paper events again, and I cannot wait for the next one. Again, I'm probably going to do a more in-depth DDD deck profile down the line, but for now, this is good enough. I just wanted to talk about how my day was. But with that, that is the end of the video. Like if you liked the video, subscribe if you want to see more. This is Nopenguin, DDD enthusiast, signing out.